The weather is beautiful and the sun is just now beginning to set, but things are just starting to heat up here on the field at Nippert Stadium as the best rivalry in the city of Cincinnati is about to take center stage. Good evening, everyone. I'm Colin Kunz alongside Eli Franz tonight. And Cincinnati Bearcats taking on the Xavier Musketeers tonight in women's lacrosse. Bearcats looking for a nice win tonight.
Yeah, second meeting all time versus these two squads. UC won the first one, 20-1 last year. Looking to go out and win again. In order to do that, they have to get Otzmeyer going. She currently ranks first in the Big 12 in shots per game at 8.8 shots per game. So look for her to get going. Also look for Cameron Callahan to get going early too. She was a leading scorer against Kent State and has 15 on the year so far for the Bearcats. So look for those two girls to get going this evening, and it should be a good one.
Cincinnati looking to even the books in a lot of departments tonight. They are currently 2-3. They're looking to go 3-3. Currently 1-2 at home. Looking to make that 2-2 at home, and they are 1-1 away. Nothing will change there tonight. But Cincinnati, they've been really up and down in the last couple of games. But one of the things that stayed consistent really is their offense.
Yeah, me and you got the privilege to call the Robert Morrison game, and one thing I took away from that game is they were not afraid to shoot the ball, at any time. It was a blowout, and they were still trying to get shots on goal, still trying to score. So, this offense has to stay consistent for them to make a push for the playoffs this year.
Yeah, absolutely. And the struggle really in their last home game against Marquette, their last loss, rather, they couldn't put any shots on goal. They were taking the shots, but they were just missing them wide left, wide right, above and below, and they just really couldn't find any success. So it looks like they righted the ship against Kent State, 15-4 win when they traveled up to Kent. And yeah, like you mentioned, Cameron Callahan, the leading scorer there. So we'll look to see if the Bearcats can stay hot tonight against the Xavier Musketeers, their crosstown rival.
It's probably one of the best rivalries in sports. The men's basketball crosstown shootout goes back a long ways. It's always good when Cincinnati beats Xavier.
Out for the draw, Thea Work for Cincinnati and Morgan Hansel for the Xavier Musketeers. Nice crowd here shown out in Nippert Stadium tonight. Like we mentioned, beautiful weather, perfect lacrosse weather.
Yeah, we're finally getting a nip at night game. We didn't have one for football, finally getting it for women's lacrosse. And the students have shown up. There's a little student section starting to form down there. So good to see that people are coming out and supporting them.
Just waiting for the all clear here. Both teams getting hyped up. Cincinnati bench looking excited. Xavier bench looking excited as well. And now the girls will get set for the draw and look to get ready to get underway here. The ball is up in the air, fighting for it, knocked away. Looks like it was a false start that time on Cincinnati, so Xavier will start the game on offense. We'll get things going with our first offensive possession. Julie Cassidy has it. Now she's passing it. Now up top for the Musketeers. Lamont has it. Now she'll pass it over. It's Bolera. She's driving around the right side. No shot. Good defense played by Cincinnati. She'll pass it across the field. Now we have a stoppage in play. Looks like a foul is called. And right off the bat, looks like Xavier will get a free possession attempt. So we'll see if they have a chance to put one on the board early here, only 30 seconds into the game. It's Bolera out there, and she finds the back of the net. Xavier on the scoreboard early with the free possession shot and the free possession goal.
Yeah, just a good shot, as you said, coming off that free possession shot there. Took one-on-one with the goalie and snuck it right past her. So good quick start for Xavier. They got to continue that if they want to have a chance at beating the Bearcats, but very good start for them so far.
Yeah, actually, and a fast start would be the exact way that Xavier can beat Cincinnati. And the couple losses that Cincinnati does have, they've looked sluggish in the first quarter, and that really has been their downfall. Showed success really in the latter three quarters, but it's really that first quarter that has been their struggle. Now on the draw, that ball is up. going towards the Cincinnati attack. Simpson is there. She's able to scoop up the ground ball, and she'll get Cincinnati's first offensive possession started. She passed it into Keith. And Keith now will get the offense rolling for Cincinnati. She passed it down to Selhorn. Selhorn taking it back behind the net. Looking for a pass across the middle. Simpson able to pick it up after the drop, and she finds the back of the net. Cincinnati firing back.
Great offensive play there, as you said. Shellhorn looking for a crosser. Try to get it to Simpson. Simpson couldn't catch it cleanly, but got it off the bounce. And Simpson has been really good this year. Six goals so far on the year for her, and she's one of those that's not afraid to get around the crease and put shots on goal.
Yeah, that one, like you said there, that does make her 7th of the season. And Cincinnati able to even things out early.
Yeah, we did say it was going to be a good one, and so far it's looking that way.
So out for the draw. Both teams on the board only 50 seconds into the game. Scores 1-1, 12 seconds left to go in this first quarter. Now the draw is up. Again, fighting for it. Xavier is able to get on top of it with Hansel. Popping it up and getting her own draw control. Now she'll pass it back to the Xavier defense. And they'll work it up. Wasson has it on the clear. Traveling around up the left side of the field. Now taking it more towards the middle. Looking for an option to pass it to. Not finding anybody. Finally forces one. This one over to Mancuso. Mancuso on the 20. Now pass it back to the middle. And Xavier will slow down and get things started. They have it back behind the net. Looking for an option across the middle. Cincinnati's there. Now getting it up top. Running inside. Still has it on the hash marks. Looking to get it inside. Pass just wide left. That one going out of bounds. And Cincinnati will take back over with the possession. So just a wild pass there. Gives Bearcats the ball back. And another chance on offense. Bearcats will bring it up the field on their clear. They'll get it across. Very easily brought up. Now Cincinnati has it, middle of the field. They'll pop it up. Simpson has it. She'll pass it out to Ottensmeyer. Ottensmeyer looking for an option. Finding now behind the goal. Counts has it. Cincinnati just looking to pass around, find an open option. Simpson again on the crease, but couldn't control the pass. Now Xavier will clear it out. We'll work it up the left side of the field again. Passing it up now. Cassidy has it. Cassidy running, weaving between defenders. Now she gets it over to safety. Now they'll control in the back of the end zone. Xavier still looking, now making a drive inside, spinning around, wrapping the crease, trying to get a goal. 3 Cincinnati defenders are there. They'll have to pass it away. Mancuso now has it. She's swarmed by 3 defenders. She gets hacked. And foul is called on Cincinnati.
Yeah, this Cincinnati defense is very aggressive, as we saw there, but sometimes just over-aggressive and commits a foul. That's unnecessary.
Xavier gets another free possession. They'll pass it out on this one. No shot attempt. Now they have it, still looking for an option. Mancuso again has it, well defended by Cincinnati. She's looking to pass it to somebody. Still has it, taking her on the right side. Finally gets it away. Now across the middle, shot on the crease, and it's a goal for Xavier.
Outstanding ball movement from the Xavier offense and just finding any crease that they can as they found it there and right back up.
So both teams trading goals early. Now Xavier with one there to take the lead. Both teams scored on their opening possession, then failed to score on their following possession. Now on Xavier's third, they get another goal and take the lead. So Xavier already showing some strong offense early, and Cincinnati have to step up on defense or just keep their offense rolling. Definitely one of their keys to success. They can just keep that offense moving. Draw is popped up, fighting for it, and again, Xavier will control it, again with Hansel. She has it swung by 3 Bearcats. Now pass it upfield to safety. Now running forward. Passing it out. They get it to Mancuso. She's looking for somebody. Gets it across the field. Able to find Bauman. Bauman spinning around trying to get past the Cincinnati defender. Isn't able to do it. Passes it away. Now they got it behind the goal. Just work the ball around. Now back up top. Again, Mancuso has it. And looks like another foul is called on Cincinnati. So already lots of aggression early in this one. And we will see another free possession for the Musketeers. Mancuso has it. Musketeers found their first goal on a free possession. We'll see. Now they can find their third in that same way. Shot comes inside. Nice save by Darko. She's there. Cincinnati is there to get the save.
It's a very good save. Low shot there from Mancuso, and nice save there from Darko. Keeps them off the board.
Now the Bearcats will look to clear up field. And they'll do so, bringing it across the 50. Now working upfield. Ottensmeyer has it, takes it to the far side of the field. Looking for someone to give it to. Cross pass to Selhorn. Selhorn looking for somebody across the middle. Finding shot, no good. It was Callahan on the attempt, but was just a little too high. Bearcats were there on the chase, so they'll hold on to the possession. Passing it back and forth behind the goal. Now nice defensive play made by Xavier. Ball knocked away. Ball on the ground. Fighting for it. Big pile. Looks like a push comes. And Cincinnati will get a free possession. This will be their first of the game. Paige Counts has it for the Bearcats. See if she looks to take the shot. Bearcats down 1-2. Now she just decides to pass it out. Ottensmeyer's got it. She's standing in place, directing traffic. Now behind the back pass, gets to Callahan. Callahan way up top, trying to make a move pass. Now gets it back to Ottensmeyer, driving inside. Looked like she was going to take the shot, but refs called it dead first. And we do see another foul, so there will be another free possession for Cincinnati.
Yeah, look for Ottensmeyer here to get a shot on goal. As we said, leads the Big 12 in shots on goal so far this year.
Ottensmeyer driving shot. Nice save made by Xavier. Lannon was there.
Talk about a bullet, that's definitely going to hurt tomorrow. But nice save there for the Musketeers.
Cincinnati was able to chase, so they will continue to hold on to the ball. Have it back behind the goal with Selhorn. She's looking to pass it to somebody. Now Rose has it. Back to Selhorn, and again we get another whistle. Another foul is called on Xavier, and we will see another free possession. Now Callahan will be taking the attempt. Dead center, straight on with the goalie. See if she takes the shot, driving inside. Shot comes. Another nice save made by Lannon for the Musketeers. Simpson is able to chase it, being run down by 2 Musketeer defenders, but Cincinnati again holds on to the possession. Now finding a look across the middle. Keith was there, dropped the pass though. Now again fighting for it is Simpson. Ball still on the ground, nearly going out of bounds. Still fighting for it. Somehow Rose is able to come up with it. Now she controls for the Bearcats. So a lot of antics going on so far, but Cincinnati able to continue to chase their possessions. Selhorn trying to find somebody, but nice stick thrown by the Musketeers to knock it down. Now the Bearcats have it up top. Driving around the outside is Ottensmeyer. She got hit in the head, immediately put her hand up to her goggles, but still running around. Took a big loop around, and now she passes, intended for Rose, but it was intercepted by Henry for the Musketeers. Now she's working the other way.
Yeah, just not a good-looking pass there from Ottensmeyer, trying to go across goal there, and a lot of blue jerseys around that spot.
So after a very long offensive possession for Cincinnati that did not end with a goal, the Musketeers will get the ball back and see if they can find the back of the net. Mancuso passing it to the middle. Looks like it was intended for Hayes, but too high and too strong. Ball goes out of bounds, and Cincinnati will take the possession back. Bearcats will be on the clear. 7 minutes, 37 seconds left to go in the first quarter. Cincinnati down 1 to the Musketeers. Bearcats looking to get their offense revved up. Haven't found much success so far. And Mancuso coming in from behind, knocking the ball out of the stick. But Cincinnati able to hold on to it. Rich was there to pick it up. Now they have it down on their offensive end. We'll see if anything changes. They're getting shots on goal, but there's been some nice play by Tegan Lannon for the Musketeers, getting a couple of big saves on free possessions. Selhorn has it behind the goal, looking for an option, finding Keith, but pass was off the mark. Now Callahan's there on the rebound. Callahan directing, trying to take it herself, making a move. Couldn't find anything. Now pass again intercepted, and again going the other way for Xavier. Wasson was there. Now she works quickly.
Just another bad throw, in my opinion. Middle of the crease there. A lot of blue jerseys around, and Xavier comes up with yet another steal.
Bauman dropped it. Turnover forced by Cincinnati, but it was called a foul. So Xavier will hold on to the ball. Now they have it in their offensive end under the goalposts. Now pass across the middle, intended for nobody, really. That went straight into the stick of Simpson. Now the Bearcats going the other way. A lot of speed. They have numbers. Driving down the field now. Passed out to Selhorn. Selhorn shot on goal. It's found. Paige Selhorn with the back of the net for Cincinnati.
Man, what a shot on goal coming in from the side of the goal. Not many players take a shot. I wasn't really expecting a shot. Thought she would slow it down, maybe kick it out. But, Selhorn is very confident in her ability. So far in the year, she has 6 goals, one of the leading scorers for the Bearcats, and buries one right there.
So after the shot, looks like we will have a quick timeout. So with the score all tied up, 6 minutes, 3 seconds left to go when we come back. Back here under the lights inside Nippert Stadium, Cincinnati Bearcats tied up with the Xavier Musketeers. Women's lacrosse here. It's been a pretty good matchup so far.
Yeah, very offensive matchup so far. A lot of goals been scored. 2-2 right now. Not even through the first quarter. But look, we said it was going to be a good game. Rivalries tend to be a good game, and this one is shaping up to be a great one so far.
Paige Selhorn coming off the very strong goal. Had a nice look, had the angle on the fast break for Cincinnati. Was able to equalize things here for the Bearcats. Now we'll head out for the draw and see if Cincinnati can continue their success. Ball is popped up, heading toward the Cincinnati attack. Selhorn was almost there. Simpson almost got it as well, but neither could fully control. And now the Musketeers will work the other way, but Lara was there. She runs all the way to the far side of the field towards the end line. Now pass back up top, now very top middle of the field. Now over to the left corner Driving inside, two Cincinnati defenders are there. Now chasing outside was Rich. She's trying to run down Cassidy. Now Musketeers getting it to the middle of the field, and Mancuso goes down hard, hit from the back. And just very aggressive play there by Cincinnati.
It's been aggressive so far tonight. A lot of fouls have been called, but that's something you expect in a rivalry game, and these two have a long rivalry.
So Mancuso will be on the free possession shot. Shot coming, and she's able to find the back of the net. Took the hesitation, didn't take the shot immediately, took her time, wrapped the crease, and found just in between the stick and the goal of Darko.
Yeah, really good pump fake there from Mancuso. Making Darko think that she's going to shoot it right away, but pulls it back and just finds it again once Darko got out of position.
So the Musketeers again taking the lead on the Bearcats, and now their second free possession goal of the night. And if you're Cincinnati, you really got to start to play more controlled. Now you've already given up 2 goals on free possessions, and that's something that's easily correctable. And you're basically giving up 3 points.
Yeah, I love being aggressive and all, but sometimes you can't be over-aggressive and letting them get those free shots.
So now out for the draw. The Musketeers have dominated in this field. 4 draw controls to 1. Ball is up. We'll see if Cincinnati can take one back. Ball still on the ground. Now able to find the stick of Selhorn, and she's got it for Cincinnati. Bearcats down 1. Again, going to look to tie things up. Onsmeyer has it behind the goal. Now over to the corner of the field, just outside the 12-meter arc. Now pass way across back to Selhorn. Selhorn feed across the middle, and oh my goodness, ball bounced up and into the back of the net. And that is not something that you see very often.
Yeah, that's more something you see at a hockey game. Bucks pound, the puck is bouncing around and they just get a stick on it, but very similar there and very awkward looking goal as, she never really had full control of the ball. Kind of just batted it in.
Oh, and it looks like the officials wave it off. They'll say, I think that she was in the crease. So all that excitement for nothing, but wow, almost a very wacky goal there. Just kind of tapping it in off the bounce, but it does not count, and now Xavier will get the ball back. So now the Musketeers will go the other way and look to feed off of some of that excitement that they just got off that called-off goal. Bench was very excited about that call, and rightfully so. So now they have a chance to go up 2. Largest lead of the game has been won. Cincinnati has yet to lead. Musketeers are going to probably look to keep it that way. Have it back behind the goal. Now way up top. Just inside the 20-yard line, driving to the middle, looking for an option. Good defense played by the Bearcats. Musketeers can't get an inch. Now wrapping around the crease. Cincinnati's there again. And Musketeers can't find anything. Ball into the middle of the field, knocked away. Still fighting for it, able to end up in the stick of Mancuso. She has it, she'll wrap around now, passes way up top. This time going to Bauman. And now it's knocked away by Cincinnati. No foul is called. That ball's on the ground. It's live. Simpson fighting for it, able to control. Going to have to pass it away. Able to stop herself in control before she went out of bounds. Pass it across the field. Looks like maybe got lost out of the eyes of Selhorn, but was able to pick it up. Now Onsmeyer has it. She brings it across the restraining line, far side of the field. Now getting it back to Counts behind the goal. Now Selhorn has it. Now it gets to Simpson. She's been quiet tonight. Back up top to Onsmeyer. She's been quiet as well. Those two are some of the ones that you're going to need to get going for this Cincinnati offense. Bearcats working around. Simpson has it. Now pass back out. Now back to Simpson. 2 Xavier defenders are there. She gets to Onsmeyer. Wrapping around up top. We get a stoppage in play.
Yeah, going back to that pass across field from Simpson, it looked like it hit off the shin of Keith there, and lucky that Otzmeyer was there to scoop it up before any Xavier players could get there and go back on the attack.
So Ottensmeyer will be on the free possession attempt. We'll see if she looks to take the shot. Driving inside, she does. Too high. Selhorn is there to back it up, picks up the ball. Now she goes down hard. No foul is called. Ottensmeyer able to get it. She passed it to Simpson. Wild pass. Ball again on the ground fighting for it. Simpson able to control. Now we see another foul called.
Very physical right there. You're talking about Selhorn going down, kind of toppled over a couple of Xavier players. And on the shot from Ottensmeyer, looks like Xavier got a stick on it right before she could take the shot.
Cincinnati did get a free possession, but it was from that corner, so no shot attempt. Now Ottensmeyer has it up top, rifles one, but no good. Hits the chest of Lannon, and another nice save by the Xavier goalie.
Yeah, I think that's her second one that she had to take off the body from Ottensmeyer, and I know that's not coming in slow at all.
We see another big collision come on the sideline, this time between Mancuso and Fredovich. And the ball did roll out of bounds off the Musketeers, so Cincinnati will get the ball back and another chance on offense. Simpson has it, passed it out to Ottensmeyer. She's slowing things down. Bearcats looking composed. Not much urgency right now. They are down 1, 1:42 left to go in the first quarter. Cincinnati has it behind the goal, now passing it way up top to the corner, just inside the 20-yard line, outside the hash marks. Now down to the 10 with Simpson. Now ball bouncing on the ground. Rose is able to get it. She's looking for an option. Bearcats are cutting in the middle. Now Counts has it. 2 Xavier defenders are there. Counts pass it to Ottensmeyer. Ottensmeyer driving, spinning, looking for a shot. Didn't find anything. Looks like she was passing, but also looks like it could have been a shot. Officials called it a shot, and Rose was there to chase. So Cincinnati does keep the possession.
Yeah, that might be a controversial call there. Kind of did look like a pass, but ruled as a shot.
So Bearcats will continue to stay on offense. Just over a minute left to go in the quarter. Simpson has it up top, driving inside. 4 Xavier defenders are there. Looks like at least one of them got too aggressive, and a foul is called.
Yeah, just a good drive there from Simpson. A lot of Xavier players in that area at once, though.
Simpson will get another free possession. We'll see if she can get on the board and tie things up. Waiting to go ahead here. It's Haley Joy Simpson. Looking to get onto the board tonight. She's running, taking forward, bounces one in, finds the top of the goal. Lannon dove for it, but it went high and found the net for the Bearcats and ties things up.
Yeah, very good shot there from Simpson. I believe her second of the day, or night, I guess. But yeah, barely snuck that one in. As you said, a bouncing shot. Barely cleared that line, but, barely is enough as Cincinnati ties it right back up.
So, yeah, big goal there for the Bearcats, and you were correct. That was Simpson's second of the night. She leads for the Bearcats. Other goal scorer is Selhorn on that nice corner goal we saw.
And as we said, haven't seen a lot out of Ottensmeyer or Callahan, but this Bearcats team has more attackers that can get shots on goal and score, as we've seen so far coming from Simpson and Selhorn. Look for them to continue going while Ottensmeyer and Callahan start to heat up.
Yeah, and it's those 4 that lead in goals and shots. So Simpson with the most goals, then Selhorn with the next, then Ottensmeyer with 4 shots, and Callahan with 2 shots. That's typically what you're going to expect from this Cincinnati offense. Now off the draw, Cincinnati able to control. 47 seconds left to go in the first quarter. Bearcats have a full shot clock, so they could burn out the quarter if they so wish. We'll see if they look to do so. Now they'll work things up the field with Rich. Now she passes to Ottensmeyer up top. Xavier defense will get in their stances. Now gets it over to Selhorn. Bearcats still looking to get composed. Now finding their offensive set. Corner, Ottensmeyer has it. Pass it out to Keels. Keels trying to make a move. Well defended by Simonton. Pass across the middle. It's not there. 2 Bearcats run into each other. Neither able to get the ground ball. And moving with some big speed is Henry. She passes it up the field. Gets to Droney. And that will end our first quarter of action here. So Bearcats did burn out a majority of that first quarter on their offensive possession there, but we are all tied up here 3-3, and we will join you back after the break. Back here from inside Nippert Stadium, coming out of the quarter break, getting ready to get into our second quarter of action here, and things all tied up between Cincinnati and Xavier, 3-3 so far. Both offenses looking good.
Yeah, very offensive battle so far. A lot of shots on goal have been coming so far. Defense hasn't really been stepping up on both sides, as we have seen a lot of fouls and free possessions from that. So, look, you got to look for the defense to clean that up a bit here in the second quarter.
So in a couple of games so far, Cincinnati has played better in the final three quarters of the game. So things are tied up right now. So we'll see if they can start to get things rolling. But the Musketeers obviously putting every ounce of fight they can in on this one. And looks like Cincinnati will win the draw. And they will begin on offense for this second quarter of action. So Bearcats have it. Behind the goal, looking to take their first lead of the game. Can't do so on that shot. Flies out of bounds. But Callahan is there to back it up. Cincinnati will hold on to the possession. Bearcats have it up top with Ottensmeyer coming downhill. Now pass it out to her left. Now out to the left. Now wrapping around. It's Simpson that has it. Now back up top to Passa, trying to find a look. Now running around, wrapping the crease. Falling down and hit in the back. Like it was Ottensmeyer.
Common theme here so far tonight. They get inside towards that crease area, and the defense is aggressive, slapping and pushing, trying to do anything and everything they can to prevent a goal.
So Ottensmeyer will get a free possession. See if she can get on the board. Ottensmeyer, the shot leader, and now has a goal on the board as she lasers one in on the free possession.
Yeah, she's been firing them hard so far tonight. Landon has been coming up with some good stops, but, just snuck that one right past her, as that makes it 18 on the year so far for Ottensmeyer, and finally on the board, like you said. Must feel good for her to finally get that first goal of the game out of the way and continue to build off of that.
So Cincinnati will take the lead with an absolutely beautiful shot by Lauren Ottensmeyer. Just able to use the speed of that shot and sneak it past Lannon.
Yeah, it was almost like a catapult shot. You know, didn't get that running start as we often see with free possessions. Kind of stood there and just took a big old wind up and fired it in.
So Cincinnati getting that goal off the free possession as well. So very fortunate, able to take advantage. That's exactly what you want. So Xavier now will win the draw. And Hansel has it. Ball now goes back towards the defense. Musketeers will work it up the field. They'll clear it up to Wasson. Now she takes it close side. Gets it down to Droney. Droney wrapping around. Now takes it back behind the goal. Passes it across. Now Xavier playing from behind. First time being in a deficit all day. Mancuso has it, top of the field. Looking for an option. Now gets it out to the far side. Musketeers trying to find a look. Bearcats are there. Ball knocked away, going out. Able to be saved by the Musketeers. Now they have it. Close side. They'll just pass it around. Have it behind the goal, finding a little bit of room. Now going into the crease. They'll say that she was pushed in.
Yet another foul. You know, common theme tonight, another free shot for the Musketeers. That's how they scored their first two, I believe, maybe three.
This free possession, a tough one. Almost the farthest down mark. Very tight angle. See if the Musketeers will take the shot or if they'll just pass it out, and they will just pass it out. So Mancuso has it. She's driving, using her speed. Fakes the shot. Takes it back out, now passes it away. Xavier has it behind the goal. Now at the 10-yard line. Now up to the 15. Cassidy has it. Cassidy looking for an option. Trying to get past Rich. Another stoppage of play. And we see another foul come. Looks like we will have another free possession for the Musketeers. This one now just a little bit higher up of a mark. And Julie Cassidy is out there for the Musketeers. Prime shot position here. We'll see if she takes it. Running now. 3 Bearcats are there. She gets swarmed. Ball on the ground. Simpson knocks it away. Fighting for it. Ball up still. Simpson trying to get it. Big pile. Ball still on the ground. And finally Keith comes up with it. Will possess for the Bearcats. And it looks like we will see a timeout called here. So Cincinnati looking to get composed here. And we will take a quick break. Sorry, both teams looked like they were about to go into their huddles, but now spread back out.
A little confusion. One of the ref blew her whistle, but I think the teams took that as a timeout.
Cincinnati will have the offensive possession. And will work the ball. And Ottensmeyer, again, getting hit in the head. She falls down hard to the turf.
Yeah, you know, just headshots, something you never want to see in women's lacrosse without them having any protective gear on. And looks like Ottensmeyer is fine, but, you know, there's always sting.
Second time tonight that she's gotten hit in the head. Taking it like a champ. And she gets things started for the Bearcats. Solar has things for Cincinnati. Towards the right sideline. Looks like she got fouled. Take a quick stoppage. Looks like Xavier will sub. So Bearcats will have the ball. They have it with Rose towards the boundary on the 20-yard line. Again, looking to get back into action. Cincinnati up 4-3, looking to extend their lead further. And 2 Xavier Musketeers in the penalty box. So Cincinnati up 2 people on the field right now. We'll see if they can take advantage. see another foul called.
Just 3 straight on Xavier. I don't know what's going on, if they're just getting too aggressive. Maybe got a little bit of anger they're taking out.
So Onsmeyer will get a free possession. We'll see if she can again find the back of the net. Winding up, and no good. Nice save made, but bounce back in. And Bearcats able to find the back of the net again off of another bounce that was just tapped in.
Yeah, Otzmeyer took a big wind up again. Good save there from Lannon, but right off the rebound, I believe, I want to say maybe it was Selhorn.
A little tough to see from that opposite vantage point. And looks like that one was knocked in by Lexi Wolf.
Okay, so she's getting on the scoreboard here tonight. But yeah, kind of the right place, right time thing. Took a bounce off of Lannon and just sitting right there and for an easy putback.
So the Bearcats will extend their lead up now to 2. Biggest lead by either team in the game so far. It's really been only 1 point throughout. Xavier controlled early, then Cincinnati did for a little bit, but now Cincinnati really able to start to extend now.
Yeah, and look, this is where we start to see that Cincinnati offense go to work and build that big lead. Let's see if Xavier can keep it close.
Xavier again winning the draw control, and again it's Hansel winning her own draw. She's been good at that. Has dominated really all night. Looks like we see a push come from the Bearcats. So we'll get a quick stoppage here. And Xavier will hold on to the possession. Musketeers have it at the 45-yard line, still looking to get underway. Wasan has it. She's defended by Callahan of Cincinnati. Now she passed it down the field. Bauman has it. Now far side of the field, Mancuso's got it. Will he look to get it back behind? Now back up top, driving inside was Mancuso. Took a big run, wind up. Now finding across the middle. Darko was there, went into her stick, now bounced out. And Hayes was there to pick it up for Xavier. So Musketeers offense looking good on this possession. Cutting across the middle was Bauman, but no shot was there. Looks like we see another stoppage from the officials. Another foul. Now we'll get back into action here. Musketeers have it, had it on the corner, maybe a shot look, but ball was dropped by Bauman, got a little too ahead of herself. Now Simpson working the other way. She passed it upfield. Ball was dropped, but nobody else is there. Selhorn now able to control. Selhorn driving in from the corner. Ball knocked away. Good defense by the Musketeers. Selhorn able to pass away to safety to Rose. Now Bearcats will work it around the outer arc. Now they'll get it back towards the middle. Again, back to Rose. Now far side of the field. Wolf, she passed it down. Bearcats have it behind the goal. Onsmeyer has it up at the corner. And Cincinnati looking to extend their lead even further. Now it's 2. Simpson driving in. 3 Musketeers are there. Now passed it out. Driving inside. Shot comes from Ottensmeyer. Hits the post. Bounces out of bounds. Heads towards the sideline. Who's there? Officials will say Cincinnati, and they'll hold on to the possession.
Another good shot there from Otzmeyer, just right off the post, though. Almost had her second.
Ottensmeyer with 6 shots on the day leads both teams so far by a large margin. No one else even anywhere close to her. She's definitely taking them. We'll see if that starts to equate to some success. Bearcats have it with Rose up top. Now back to Ottensmeyer in the corner, and we'll see a stoppage. See if another foul called. This time on the Musketeers. Ottensmeyer will get a free possession. Scored on her first one, was able to get kind of an assist on the second, set up a scoring play. So we'll see if she can get another point on the board here on her third. Rifles one in, top right corner. It's there. Lauren Ottensmeyer again finding the back of the net.
Yeah, it's very similar to her first goal on the free possession. Did not run up, just sat back and launched it in and found that top right corner. Snuck it by Lannon, and that's 19 on the season, second one on the day. And going back to what you said, that's her 7th shot on goal tonight, and she leads the Big 12 in shots per game. And just proving why she is that in first place for that category.
And that shot didn't really need any sort of jazzing up. It was just straight power and straight placement. And that's exactly where you want to put it, that top right corner. With that speed, that's really tough for a goalie to save.
Yeah, really tough to save, really tough to see coming in that fast with the bright lights shining down.
So Cincinnati extending their lead up to 3 now. Their offense looking really good. Ottensmeyer and Simpson both tied with 2 goals. They're the leaders for Cincinnati. And Ottensmeyer, that was actually her 8th. She has 8 shots on the board. And yeah, like you keep mentioning, leads the Big 12 and starting to pay off now, the 2 goals that she has on the night.
Yeah, it only takes one to get you going. As we've seen her second, would not be surprised if we saw a hat trick from her tonight.
So Cincinnati did change things up on the draw. They sent Cherry out there, and it paid off. Sorry, didn't. Cincinnati had it for a second, but Musketeers ended up with it. Now they have it on their offensive possession. But that has been one area where Xavier has been strong tonight. 7 draw controls on them to Cincinnati's 4. And set up their offense a couple times, does it here again. So they're trying to find a shot. Mancuso has it. She's wrapping around, finding a little bit of room, driving inside. Ball knocked away at the end. Nice defensive play by Keith. Able to pick up the ground ball. Getting it upfield. Pass intended for Rich, but was over her head. Fight for the ball. Ball's on the ground. Rich able to run through and scoop it up. Now she passed it to the middle of the field for Wolf. Wolf driving now on the goal. Ottensmeyer behind the back, and that is a beautiful shot from Lauren Ottensmeyer to find her hat trick.
There it is. Just talking about it. And her last goal, we said, wasn't really fancy, wasn't really flashy, and that one was very fancy and flashy. A little behind the back, one-on-one with the goalie, and a great fast break there for the Bearcats. And one-on-one with the goalie, and you're that good as. If you're as good as Ottensmeyer is, you expect that to fall, and it does again.
That's almost a SportsCenter top 10 worthy play there. Absolutely beautiful look from Lauren Ottensmeyer. And beautifully executed play by Cincinnati. That's exactly how you want to run a fast break. I mean, she was wide open on the crease. Nobody was anywhere close to her.
Yeah, that Xavier defense looked a bit gassed there. The fight for the ball around midfield, and then no one got back on defense to stop Lauren Ottensmeyer there.
So Bearcats now with a 4-goal lead, up 7-3 on the Xavier Musketeers, and they're really starting to impose their will now. Again, Cincinnati sends Devon Cherry out for the draw. Ball's on the ground. They're fighting for it. Wolf is able to come up with it. She'll take it back to her defense. Now gets it over to LaRuffa. LaRuffa pass it out to the far side of the field with Fredovich. Now she gets it up the field to Pasa. Pasa taking it down to the corner. Cincinnati offense really starting to roll, and this is what we've seen from them quite often. It's past the middle there, knocked away. Musketeers able to get it.
Yeah, it's what we said earlier. They took that lead. That's when they start to strive after they got a lead. And we've seen that so far, putting 3 more up on the board.
Musketeers moving fast up the field. Could have been a shot attempt, but a foul did come. Droney was moving very fast towards the goal, but she will get a free possession. So one-on-one with Darko here. See if Xavier can start to cut away the lead. They do not. Didn't take the shot, but Droney got knocked in the back from Rich.
Yeah, it almost looked like she wanted to pass it out, but as you said, Rich was right there and knocked her in her back and caused a loose ball.
So Droney in the same spot, just a little bit further back here. Not going to be able to take a shot from this spot. She just passed it out. So Musketeers, again, still looking to find the board. And quite the scoring drought here able to find a little bit of room. Rich was there, though. Ball on the ground, knocked away by Rich. Going the other way is Solar for Cincinnati.
Another great defense possession there for the Bearcats, and another somewhat of a fast break for them.
So Bearcats, again, get it back on offense, looking to extend their lead out even further. We'll see who they do it with. Ottensmeyer is the leading scorer tonight with 3 goals, 9 shots.
Callahan has been very quiet so far tonight. Look for her to get it up on the board.
Pasta has it for Cincinnati. Now pass it out to Selhorn. Selhorn driving in, might find a look. She does, but nice save made by Xavier. Ball bounces way out of the crease, and Selhorn's able to get her own ground ball and hold on to the possession for Cincinnati. 6 minutes left to go in the half. And Bearcats clearly no need for any urgency here. Just looking to add more points on the board, and they do so. Another good look, and Selhorn again finding the back of the net.
Yeah, that was a very quick score there. At first I didn't realize that it went in or that there was a shot. Very quick catch and go there from Selhorn, and I don't even know if Landon was expecting a shot there, but Selhorn finds the back of the net yet again for the Bearcats as they continue to build their lead. I'm pretty sure that's around 5 unanswered so far for this Bearcat team. Xavier's got to find something here.
So after the Selhorn goal, we will have a quick timeout here, and we'll join you back for the rest of the second quarter of action. Back here inside Nippert Stadium, Cincinnati Bearcats taking on the Xavier Musketeers, and Cincinnati with an 8-3 lead behind good days from Ottensmeyer, Selhorn, and Simpson. Ottensmeyer with 3, Selhorn with 2, and Simpson with 2.
Yeah, very strong second quarter here for the Bearcats. Was tied at the end of one, and the second quarter has been all Bearcats. Xavier has yet to score here in the second quarter, and it's led to the Bearcats producing a lot on offense and defense stepping up. Haven't seen really a lot of free possessions for Xavier so far this second quarter.
So out for the draw, they'll stick with Cherry. Cincinnati will. Musketeers will stick with Hansel, who's been great tonight. Gotten her own draw control numerous times. Ball is up in the air, running for it. Cincinnati is there, able to control with Keels. Keels gets to LaRuffa on the defensive side. Now she'll get it towards the sideline. Ball dropped. Musketeers able to capitalize with Henry. Henry running towards the goal. Huge speed running in. Nice defense played by LaRuffa. And Henry goes to the ground. Ball on the ground. Darko able to pick it up for the Bearcats. She gets it out to Rich. Rich moving up the field.
Yeah, it seemed like Henry was maybe just a bit too out of control there, falling down. Made it a whole lot easier for that Bearcat defense to knock the ball out.
Pass was intended for Keels. Ball got dropped, but Musketeers too aggressive. Foul came. So Cincinnati does hold on to the possession, and they'll work the ball on offense. So 2 Bearcats here with a chance for a hat trick, in addition to Onsmeyer, who already has one. Sulhorn and Simpson, like I mentioned, already with 2 on the board.
It's been an outstanding night so far for them.
Bearcats just passing it around. Now finding a look in the middle. Shot comes. Rips one in is Callahan.
Yeah, we were talking about it earlier. Callahan has been quiet so far tonight. Had a free possession look one-on-one, head on with the goalie, but it was saved. And, finally buries one here and gets on the board as the Bearcats extend their lead, now up to 6.
Yeah, just a great look there by her. She's able to just kind of sneak in between 3 Xavier defenders, and strong shot there, super strong. Yeah, finding the net.
It's one person you do not want to lose track of if you're the Xavier defense. Her and Otzenmeyer are the 2 people that you definitely don't want to lose track of down by the crease as they can find wide open shots.
Yeah, we've talked about it so far this first quarter, halfway through the second. We said that Callahan, she was the leader last game, been kind of quiet this game. But it looks like they've just been defending her well, because they had totally lost track of her there, and she was immediately able to take advantage and find a goal. So that's exactly what she's good at. So Bearcats sharing the wealth, getting around to 5 different scorers now. Draw is short up in the air. Hansel able to control. She works the offense for the Musketeers. She passed it out, and Xavier really going to need some quick scoring here if they want a chance to even stick in this one. Musketeers losing by 9 in their one and only game to Akron. Traveled up to Akron to take on the Zips. But already down 6 now in this one. Finding a look across the middle was Hansel. Nice save by Darko. Ball on the ground, fighting for it. Musketeers able to control. They'll take it back out and get their offense reset up.
Not really a good look there for Xavier, how to shoot that over a couple defenders.
And Mancuso now getting a great look. She's on the crease, able to sneak one past Darko on that top left corner.
Yeah, she had a hat trick in that game against Akron, and I believe that's her 2nd goal here tonight. She has to get going for this Musketeer offense to get going as well. But, good show of life for this Musketeer offense.
Does cut the lead down to 5. Yeah, we have seen Mancuso been the main ball handler for the Musketeers. Said her name more than a few times tonight. And yeah, now, like you mentioned, that's her 2nd one on the board. She also leads the Musketeers in shots with 3. So definitely trying to run their offense through her. Really, if Cincinnati can lock her down, then I don't think Xavier really has much of a chance to make a big run back in this one. They're going to need a lot of quick offense if they want a chance back at it.
Yeah, haven't really seen anything special outside of Mancuso so far tonight for this Musketeers offense.
One of the big benefits for the Musketeers, though, has been that they can win these draws fairly easily with Hansel, as she knocks another one away, fighting for it, and Xavier trying to get the ground ball. It was Bolera, but she couldn't get her stick under it and knocks it out of bounds. So Cincinnati will get the ball and a chance to extend their lead back out to 6. Callahan has it, pass it into Keith. Keith towards the middle with Rose. We'll see if the Bearcats look to find the other scores tonight, or if they'll keep it with their big 4.
Yeah, the offense seems to run through those big 4, so to speak. The leading scorers that got all the points so far tonight.
Otzenmeyer has it, passes it. Nice stick by Xavier. They're able to knock it away. Wasan able to control, being run down by 3 Bearcats. Ball knocked out of bounds. Nice defensive play by Callahan. Now they'll get it in quickly. Simpson has it. Passed it across. Might have had a shot there for a second, but couldn't quite find anything.
Yeah, and Callahan tried to catch the Musketeer off defense sleeping, and it almost worked. Simpson just couldn't get a clean look there.
Ottensmeyer controlling. 2 minutes, 30 seconds left to go in the half. Cincinnati looking to add even more to this 5-point lead. Simpson has it wrapping, trying to find a look across the middle. It's intercepted by the Musketeers. They're going the other way. Taking it across the 50-yard line, still running big burst of speed, taking it straight down Broadway. Now will diverge out the path. Now pass it back to the middle. Shot attempt comes, and wow, Frederich got hammered on the shot there.
Yeah, don't want to see that if you're part of this Bearcat team. Just took one right off the gut, and that's going to sting for a bit.
Yeah, and that is definitely not a feeling that's enjoyable. A lot of power comes from those shots, and catching the stick on that, sometimes when that happens, it leaves an outline of the stick on wherever you got hit, and definitely will if it got hit on the stomach. So Frederich being checked out by the training staff. Looks like she will head off the field. Running full strength. Looks like she'll be all right.
On the bright side, she did make a pretty impressive save, but at what cost as she got hit in the stomach?
Yeah, she did get the way of Bolera, and that's what coaches tell you to do. I mean, jump in front of the shot, do anything you can to get in front of the shot, and definitely worked there. Ball didn't even find the goal at all. It was stopped, and Cincinnati does get the possession back. So Solar has it for Cincinnati. 1:48 left to go. Just a slight disparity in game clock and shot clock here. So Cincinnati can't quite run the half out. Get it pretty close. Definitely going to look to just burn out as much time as they can. Only take a shot if they get a complete open look. Lead is 5, so no real need for urgency. Wild pass, nearly flies out of bounds, but able to be reeled in by Passa. Finding a look across the middle, it's Callahan, left side, goal.
Yeah, very good save there from Passa to make sure that doesn't go out of bounds, and Callahan cutting right down the middle. And once again, that's one of the players on the Cincinnati offense that you do not want to leave alone, as she finds the back of the net yet again, as now Ottensmeyer and Callahan are starting to get going for this Bearcat team, and that's what you expect to see.
So that is another Bearcat. That's the 4th now with more than 1 goal. And Callahan, Selhorn, Simpson all have 2, Ottensmeyer with 3, and Wolf with 1.
As we said, it seems like the offense runs through these 4 players, and so far it has. I mean, they're the top 4 leading scorers for this Bearcat team this season, and they are the only 4 with goals tonight. So maybe look for Cincinnati to try to get more people involved or keep it going, because it seems like Xavier cannot handle them so far.
Bearcats out to a 6-goal lead now. Musketeers again win the draw control. Hasn't done that much for them tonight. And Mancuso couldn't control the ball. And now going the other way is Wolf for the Bearcats. They'll get another possession before the end of the half. Wolf passed it to Passa. Passa had to look for a second in the middle, but the Musketeers were able to get there with Wasson. But she might have gotten too aggressive, and now Cincinnati will have a free possession.
I do want to apologize. I do believe that Wolf does have a goal tonight, so not the big 4 only scorers. Wolf is in there with a goal as well.
So Passa on the free possession, rips one through and sneaks it past Lannon, and Cincinnati adds another goal before the end of the half.
That's an incredible shot there from Passa. Dead on, just a big windup yet again. And that seems to be the play, take a big windup, let it rip. Hard for the goalie to see, hard for her to stop. And we've seen Ottensmeyer score 2 of her goals that way. So maybe that's the move instead of trying to charge at the goalie. Maybe just take a big old windup and let it rip.
Yeah, Cincinnati very much taking advantage of the free possessions and lead now out to 7.
Yeah, the first quarter we said Xavier had all the goals coming from a free possession, and now the tide is changing, and it's the Bearcats are getting most of their goals from those free possessions. Xavier's got to clean that up.
Passa with her third of the season there. Now 50 seconds left to go in this first half. Xavier has the ball on offense. We'll see if they can find at least one before the half. Try to keep things close. Trying to find a look across the middle. 5 Bearcats are there.
You gotta think they gotta at least score one more, maybe 2 if they can before the half ends, just to keep this game somewhat close.
Trying to find a look. Nothing is there. Ball was dropped by Lamont. Now Musketeers will get it back behind the goal. Trying to find a drive. Can't get anything past Kohler. Now way up top. 10 seconds left to go. Musketeers going to need a shot. Now down to 5. Driving inside. Shot comes. Able to find the back of the net was Cassidy. She got hit in the head by somebody after the goal. Holding her head now.
Looks like she might be bleeding a bit as we see Mancuso waving for the training staff to get on, and good shot through traffic, but it looks like she did take a stick to the head. That's something you never want to see. Those headshots can be very bad. Could lead to possible concussions and whatnot. And it does look like she maybe has a cut from that stick.
Yeah, and more aggression from this game. We've seen a lot of it all night, and a couple players getting hit pretty hard. And it's like I got the goal, but at what cost?
Yeah. And I think that we saw Altmaier earlier in this quarter. She got hit in the head from behind as well, and now Cassidy is hit in the head. She looks like she will be okay though. Looks to be holding some type of gauze, maybe a napkin on her forehead. Hopefully she is okay and it's not that bad of a cut. Does not potentially need stitches.
So Xavier does at least find the back of the net before the half. Only 3 seconds left to go. So we'll see the draw, and that will about do it for the first half of action. But Cincinnati looking really good so far, especially in that second quarter, now with an 11-5 lead.
Yeah, very dominant quarter for the Cincinnati team. And as we said, Xavier needed to score at least one to make it somewhat of a game going in halftime. And I think I would rather take a 6-goal deficit over a 7-goal. I think 6 is easy to come back from, but the Cincinnati team could come out of the half very strong.
Ball is up in the air. Xavier controls the draw, but not even close to enough time to get a shot on goal. And that will do it from our first half of action here in Nippert Stadium. Cincinnati Bearcats lead the Xavier Musketeers 11-5. We'll join you back with the second half of action here on Bearcast Sports Radio.
Welcome back to Nippert Stadium here on a lovely evening in Cincinnati as the Bearcats currently lead 11-5 over the Xavier Musketeers here at the start of the third quarter. Very good second quarter there for the Bearcats and scored most of their goals there in that second quarter.
Yeah, absolutely. That second quarter was very strong for Cincinnati, and that's what we've seen quite often. First quarter is a little slow, but then after that, Cincinnati really turns on the gas, and a bunch of different scores finding the back of the net, and Ottensmeyer getting a hat trick and setting up a couple others for an attempted hat trick as well.
As Cincinnati wins the draw, an immediate shot on goal, but goes too high, and that was Simpson there looking for her hat trick as well. The Bearcats will retain possession at the top of the arc there. Otzmeyer looking everything over. Good pass down low, looking to get someone going as it looks like Rose cuts across. Driving in now, looking for someone as we will get a foul call there on Xavier, and Rose will take the free possession for the Bearcats. As we've seen, 3 goals for the Bearcats have been scored from this free possession in the second quarter. Let's see if they can get another one. As Rose tries to bounce it in, too strong though, and it goes out of bounds, and Xavier was the closest one as they will get possession.
Yeah, unfortunate there is it looked like Selhorn tried to catch the shot, and it bounced off of her stick going out of bounds, and that gives Xavier the possession.
Xavier now with a looking to get something going here on offense. Did score right before halftime though, looking to cut into this deficit.
Yeah, Musketeers really going to have to work hard on offense if they want a chance to stay in this one. They need to rifle together a couple of goals pretty quickly. Otherwise, Cincinnati will stand firm on this six-goal lead.
As Graham has it, kicks it back up top to. Now it's Mancuso with it, looking down low. Shot, no good as Darko with the save, and just an easy bounce there to control. It's nothing new there for Darko as Cincinnati is now on the attack.
Yeah, very well defended there by Cincinnati. They were able to just get in and make that shot really difficult. Couldn't really get any power behind it, and yeah, that one bounces right up, just like you said, an easy catch by Darko.
Cincinnati now on the attack. Otzmeyer looking to get a shot off, just did not have an angle. She will pass it back to Passa. As Passa kicks it to Simpson. Simpson looking back under the net to Shellhorn. Shellhorn back out to Otzmeyer. Otzmeyer down to Passa. Cincinnati controlling the ball well and no rush. Passes over to Simpson. Simpson looking for something. Bearcats taking their time now. Do not need to rush. Up 6 here. As Simpson kicks it back to Rose. Rose takes it back out. Kicks it to Otzmeyer. Otzmeyer over. Still has it. Drives in. Looking for someone to cut. No one gets there. Now drives in. Kicks it to Rose. Rose shot. Foot save there for Xavier as Otzmeyer tries to save it. And she takes a big hit there, and it goes out of bounds as Xavier will get the ball.
Great shot there by Cincinnati, but I think I got to give even more credit to the Xavier goalie, Tegan Lannon there. Like you said, just kind of throwing her foot up to get in there and stop that goal.
It seemed like a very last-second effort to make sure that didn't go in, and worked out pretty well for the Xavier team as now they're on the attack. Full head of speed as they will slow down, though, and take it underneath the net. Looking to get something going here. Xavier has it top of the arc, looking to drive. Nothing available as great defense for the Bearcats, and finds a cross but loses it. But now the Musketeers get the ball back. Now back inside, loses yet again as Xavier turns it over yet again, and now here comes Cincinnati on the attack. Full head of steam. They have numbers. As Passa cannot control the ball, and it's still loose. Fight for it as Xavier will come up with it. And miss opportunity there for the Bearcats as Henry has it and will take it upfield. And she has a full head of steam with the lane. Henry all the way down, takes a shot but too high as Henry was not very contested there on that shot attempt. And it looks like Xavier was closest to it, so they will get the ball back.
Wow, and if you're Henry, I mean, you really want that one just basically you had that free open lane straight to the goal, but the shot just too high, and that's almost as easy of a shot as it gets. But maybe that's kind of the problem. You think about it too much and just miss it way high.
As no Cincinnati defender besides Darko was there, but now Musketeers are looking to put it into the back of the net and found a crosser, a shot saved from Darko, and that looked like it had a shot at going in, but it bounces out as Cincinnati with yet another defensive stop.
Cincinnati has played really good defense on the crease all night. Xavier's had a couple of crossers run in through there, but immediately Cincinnati defender is able to get in there and throw a check and make a stop. They've done it really efficiently all night.
Yeah, that has to be frustrating for this Xavier offense, as that's where you get most of your points, but nothing has been able to come of it, as looks like Mancuso was called for the foul there. Looks like she will come off, and it looks like Cincinnati will be a player up.
Yeah, Cincinnati with the advantage. We'll see if they can get a score. Found one already on a player advantage tonight.
As Simpson has it top of the arc, directing traffic a bit, gets it to Keith. Keith now top of the arc, looking for someone. Kicks it to Otzmeyer. Otzmeyer now below the net. Now Selhorn with it. Found a cutter. As that is Callahan. Callahan could not get a clean shot off, though. Kicks it back out. Looking for something as Keith gets a body check in the back, and that will be a foul call on Xavier, as Keith took a hard hit to the back there.
Yeah, Ballara there, the one that committed the foul, and we've seen her get a little too aggressive more than a few times tonight. Committed a couple of fouls and give Cincinnati the free possession shot.
Keith will find the back of the net there for Cincinnati on the free possession goal, her first of the evening, as the Bearcats extend their lead to 7 here at the start of the third quarter.
So yeah, Cincinnati just continuing to share the wealth with the goals and absolutely taking advantage of every free possession they've had. They're now 5 for 10 on free possessions. So Xavier giving up free possessions and Cincinnati taking advantage of free possessions.
As Xavier will make a goalie change here. Lannon comes out. And Jada Brandon will replace her. So maybe a fresh look here for the Bearcats. We saw this in the Robert Morris game earlier in the year. Could not get any saves and change the goalie, and that's when Robert Morrison started to play somewhat better.
Yeah, and if you're Cincinnati, I feel like that's about as good as a compliment you can get for your offense if you're making the other team swap their goalie and reevaluate things. If you look at Xavier, it's still early in the season. They've only played one game, so definitely still trying to figure out a concrete starter, but definitely a compliment to Cincinnati's offense.
Yeah, maybe a bit demoralizing, too, if you're that goalie, getting pulled mid-game, something you never want to see, but if you can't come up with stops, you should not be in net.
And definitely unfortunate because we saw a lot of success from Lannon early in the game. She had a couple of good saves, but really just kind of regressed as the game went on further.
As Xavier throws away and the Bearcats have it, as Otzmeyer with it, at the top of the arc, directing traffic, telling Keith to go inside, maybe trying to get her second goal, as now tells Counts to go outside and gets it to Counts. Counts now driving, looking, will pull back a bit, passes it off back to and Otzmeyer now has it, looking, lost it there. It's still loose, but regains control. Otzmeyer looking for a shot, and it goes wide, and it will go with Xavier as Brandon was there closest to as she stuck out her stick.
I feel like that was just a little bit of a forced shot from Cincinnati. Just kind of desperation chucking one through there, and not really the best shot selection you could ever have. And great work by Brandon there to chase that ball and get things back for Xavier.
Yeah, no, that shot did come with a lot of Xavier defenders around Otzmeyer, but, maybe trying to feeling herself just a bit as she misses there, and a timeout will be called. With 8:09 left to go in the third quarter, Cincinnati leads Xavier 12-5. We'll be back. Welcome back to Nippert Stadium. 8:09 left to go in the third quarter. Bearcats currently lead 12-5 over Xavier. And a very strong offensive performance here for the Bearcats so far.
Yeah, strong offensive performances, right? I mean, they've looked great on offense so far tonight, and multiple goal scorers. Ottensmeyer with 3 as well. Callahan with 2. Selhorn with 2. Simpson with 2. And a couple others with singles on the board, but absolutely looking phenomenal on offense tonight. Cincinnati is.
Yeah, not afraid to get more than just their stars. Good looks at the goal as Cincinnati will have possession. And a foul will be called on Xavier. It's now Otzmeyer with it. Kicks it down low. 2 counts. Counts behind the goal now. Kicks it out to Selhorn. Selhorn back up. Top of the arc now. The Bearcats are looking to get something going as Counts has it. Back to Selhorn. Directing traffic here a bit. No rush whatsoever, though, for this Bearcat team. Back up to the top of the arc. Otzmeyer has it yet again. Looking top of the arc yet again. Selhorn with it. Driving closely guarded as kicks it into Otzmeyer. Otzmeyer wanted a shot but just could not get one off. Excuse me, that was Simpson. Wanted to get a shot off but just could not. Selhorn with it now. Had a crosser in Lexi Wolf, but Wolf could not come up with it, and an easy save there for Brandon.
Yeah, it looks like the ball almost knocked in off the foot of Simonton, but yeah, Brandon was there to make the save.
As Xavier turns it over, and now Cincinnati on the attack. Looking for Otzmeyer, tipped up, and Xavier will come away with it as a foul will be called, but that was Lexi Wolf trying to get it up to Otzmeyer and got tripped up on the play.
Yeah, another weird bounce on the shot there, and again, Brandon able to make the save. But those are ones where if you're the goalie, you're just holding your breath because you don't really know where that ball's going to bounce.
And now Xavier with an attack shot. Goal for Xavier as they are back on the board. And what a shot there. They had the fast breakaway one-on-one, and they finally bury that. As I believe that might have been Henry. As I was actually Lily Hayes there on the goal for the Musketeers, and another timeout has been called. We will be right back after this. Welcome back to Nippert Stadium. 6:24 left to go in the third quarter. The Bearcats lead 12-6. Xavier just had a nice goal there. They're looking to fight back into this game. It's been all Bearcats so far, though.
Yeah, I mean, Xavier not giving up, obviously, still showing fight out there. And lead is 6, which feels like a lot, but Xavier has been good at winning these draws, so they're not completely out of it yet. Just got to get their offense going, string together a couple, and then they're back in it. But Cincinnati, all they need to do is kind of score one goal here or there, kind of stay out in front of Xavier. They can hold on to this 6-goal lead.
As it will be Hansel and Workout taking the draw as Cincinnati wins a draw. Very rare to see tonight. But that is Work now with it. Looking, takes it past the 25. Finally dumps it off to Selhorn. Selhorn now looking, will take it behind the goal. Trying to find someone open. Finally gets it to Counts. Counts back up to Otzmeyer. Otzmeyer swings it back to Counts. Looking for a crosser. Found one in Rose. And Rose could not get off a shot as she will smartly just bring it back out. And now gets Otzmeyer on the cross. Shot. Save there from Brandon. A great save as Otzmeyer is down though. She is grabbing. Looks to be her thigh, chest, stomach area. So we hope she is okay. Took a big hit there on that shot attempt, and looks like it will be called for a foul.
Yeah, got hit really hard there coming through.
And it looks like Cincinnati will be a player up as Otzmeyer will take this free possession. Already has 2 goals from the free possession so far. Looking to get her 3rd from the free possession, 4th on the night. Waiting for the whistle, winds up, shot, goal for Otzmeyer, buries it bottom right, and yet another goal for Otzmeyer, her 4th of the night, 3rd coming off of that free possession, and yet again, her simple one step and launch works to perfection as she scoots one in right by the left foot of Brandon.
Yeah, and Otzmeyer really putting together a night offensively. 4 goals on 12 shots, definitely putting them out there and definitely connecting. She is Cincinnati's leader tonight with those 4 goals and is able to sneak the first one past the new goalie here, Brandon.
Yeah, 21 now on the season for Otzmeyer. We said coming into this, she leads the Big 12 in shots per game. She has not been afraid to shoot it tonight. It looks like Brandon will come off for a half second, talk to the coach, maybe get some tips as to what she can be doing better. But she might have to hustle back as this draw is about to take place, as Xavier will win the draw, so not really that big of a deal as it's Hansel with it. Knocked free though. Cincinnati picks it back up, and that is knocked free. Now it's loose. Huge pile up looking for the ball. Finally gets it as Watson controls it for Xavier, and now it's McDonald on the attack. Finally slows it down, kicks it back out, and Xavier looking to get something going here. The drive in there for Xavier, but pulls it back out. Now looking over, seeing what they can do. Back behind the goal, find a cutter, shot, save from Darko yet again. What a nice looking save as right up and close and bounced off the stick, but able to control it.
And that is a great save made by Darko for Cincinnati. I mean, not the best shot from Xavier, but definitely really nice save made by Darko.
Cincinnati now on the attack. Selhorn has it. Looking to get her hat trick as she drives right in, untouched, shot too high as she got shoved to the ground hard on that shot attempt. We've seen that very much tonight. A lot of people falling down, and yet again, Cincinnati will get the free possession shot, I believe. Selhorn will be taking it, trying to get her hat trick, get up there with Otzmeyer as leading scorers for UC tonight.
Yeah, and Selhorn really wanted that last shot. I mean, she was moving with speed and just ripped that one in.
Cincinnati will be a player up here. Coming off that shove, and she got shoved hard right in the back on that shot attempt. It's a rivalry, but you're not trying to injure anyone now, but it looks like Selhorn will be all right, and we're just waiting the go-ahead here from the ref.
It looks like 2 players up for Cincinnati as they're still waiting out that last penalty as well.
As Selhorn will just dump it back out to Callahan. Callahan with 2 on the night, looking cross-field pass for Otzmeyer, and as Otzmeyer will be fouled as she was winding up to take a shot.
Yeah, that was a great look there. I mean, if she didn't get fouled, she psyched out both defenders and kind of took it over, or took it under the lower one. It's Valera. but she got fouled, so she'll get the shot anyway.
Otzmeyer will take another free possession shot here. But by the way she is setting up, it will look like she will pass it out, and she does. Back to the top of the arc. Lexi Wolf with it. Kicks it to Selhorn. Selhorn looking. Has a cross turn. Counts. Shot. Goal for the Bearcats. As Counts gets on the board as the Bearcats extend their lead to 14-6 with 4:10 left to play in the third.
And Cincinnati finding every corner of this goal. I mean, when you practice, you put some plates on those corners, something like that. Looks like Cincinnati's been using that drill a lot because they've found dang near every corner tonight.
As Counts joins the scoring party here tonight for UC. A lot of people getting involved for this UC team. You know, we were talking about it earlier in the game, how it was only Selhorn, Otzmeyer, Callahan, and Simpson, but now a lot more players are getting involved, which is what you like to see, as Xavier needs to come up with a stop and get a shot on goal and score to try to fight back. As it will be Hansel and Work out there for the draw. Those Bearcats go back to work. And Xavier will win the draw, but the ball is loose now, and looks like a foul will be called there on Cincinnati. As now Xavier on the attack, looking to push it upfield. And that is Miller with it. Miller slows it down, kicks it back out. Now it's Mancuso. Mancuso kicks it down to the side of the arc. Looking for a cutter, looking for anyone. Now back behind the net is Miller. Miller, wraparound shot, goal for the Musketeers, as they cut this lead down to 7. It's 14-7 here. That's just a nice wraparound goal there for Miller. Caught it right underneath the net and took it around and whipped it right in.
Yeah, and Xavier, they are finding the back of the net now, but Cincinnati's doing exactly what I said they needed to do. You know, just find one every here and there. And that's really all you got to do for Xavier, who's only finding one here and there themselves. And you're just going to stay equal or maybe even extend what has been a 6, 7, 8-point lead or 8-goal lead all night.
Yeah, as Musketeers looking to go on a scoring run, but they have had trouble stopping this Bearcat offense.
Yeah, absolutely a lot of trouble. I mean, Cincinnati has looked very dominant tonight, and 7 goals is still with a lot of time left.
Selhorn will pick it up for the Bearcats. Kicks it to Otzmeyer. Otzmeyer, one-on-one shot, goal, top left corner. What a shot and goal from Lauren Otzmeyer, her 5th on the night, and that was a thing of beauty there. She had a behind-the-back goal earlier, and now an upper 90 top left. That was just a thing of beauty.
Oh, my goodness. I mean, yeah, a thing of beauty is right. That's her 5th on the night, and I was just sitting down, and that one made me stand up, put my hands on my head, because it was so beautiful. Like you said, that top left corner, that's exactly where you want to put it, and just about as good as a shot as you can get. Lauren Onsmeyer with a great offensive night.
It looked like it bounced off that left side bar and snuck in, but you can't place it any better than that if you're Lauren Otzmeyer.
Like I said, painting all of those corners tonight. We just saw top right, now we see top left.
I think we got 2 potential top 10 Sports Center plays from Lauren Otzmeyer tonight. Let's see if Sports Center agrees. As Otzmeyer was try to one-hand catch that one, but we'll regain possession there.
Man, she definitely would have had another goal there. She was in front of every Xavier defender if she caught that one. I mean, it was one-on-one with the goalie.
It's now Cincinnati trying to continue to put the beating on as Rose has it now. Rose back to Otzmeyer. Otzmeyer kicks it to Counts. Counts looking for a cutter. Gets it back to Simpson, as a foul will be called on Xavier. Simpson will take the free possession shot. Let's see if she can get her hat trick here tonight. Simpson drives in, shot, goal for the Bearcats yet again, as Simpson with the hat trick. Her and Otzmeyer both with hat tricks tonight, and this team is putting a game together.
Yeah, man, I mean, they're just pouring it on Xavier here. Goal after goal, just great work there by Simpson, powering straight through the stick of a defender. and finding an easy goal, and Bearcats just making it look easy tonight.
Yeah, it's now up to 9 is their lead. And, as we said, a rivalry game across town. If you go to UC, you don't like people from Xavier. If you go to Xavier, you kind of don't like people from UC. And it's been all UC so far tonight.
All UC indeed. And now as this score continues to get higher, Cincinnati looking for their biggest margin of victory. That number is 14. They took on Robert Morris at home. So getting up there now, only 5 goals away.
As Xavier will control the draw. As Hansel had to come back on the field for a second to scoop it up, but Xavier will control it. And now Xavier on the attack, looking to get something going as they let up 2 goals back to back.
On the Xavier side of things, looking to avoid some more embarrassment. They're at their same largest margin of defeat. That first game against Akron, they lost by 9. Now in that same position right now.
So they have it looking to get a cutter as it kicks back up to Mancuso. Mancuso has been quiet tonight. A little bit of slapping going along, and be a foul call on UC. And Mancuso will take the free possession shot. And this is someone you do not want to take. You do not want to have take the shot if you're Darko, as she already scored from one here. So Mancuso trying to breathe some life into this Xavier team as she steps in. She loses it, but gets it back and shot in goal for Xavier. She lost it for a half a second, got it back, and shot it, and it went in. Maybe, as I don't think they're counting that, as now Xavier's now on, Cincinnati's now on the attack. Xavier was celebrating, and now Cincinnati has it going down the field as Counts just ran over someone and will get called for a foul. I'm not sure what is going on, but
huge collision
crap.
right there. And it looked like Xavier was ready to switch their goalie back to Lannon. Lannon was ready to go out onto the field until everybody realized that the ball was back in play.
Yeah, it looked from where we are standing, it looked like that went in. I don't know what happened there, but yeah, Xavier now has it back and looking to get something going.
Definitely just a lot of chaos on those last 2 possessions there.
I mean, you got Xavier thinking it is a goal. Cincinnati driving downfield, and Counts runs someone over as we get a good replay here. As that hit the side of the netting. That's something you don't see often celebrating-wise. I mean, I feel like as a player, you got to have that awareness that, oh, it didn't go in. Let me try to get it back. But from up here, it looked like she did sneak it in. But now Xavier looking to regain that goal back. Driving in. Now we'll take it back out. Running away from everyone is Hayes. Hayes kicks it down into the end zone behind the net now. Back up to Mancuso. Mancuso trying to get that goal back that she thought she had. Makes a move on the defender. Shot. Save there from Darko. And they will say Cincinnati is closest to it, as Cincinnati will get the ball back.
Yeah, great backup there by the Bearcats after a good save by Darko. Now Bearcats again with the ball and a chance to extend this lead even further.
Full head of steam coming down the field. She will finally dump it off to Otzmeyer. Otzmeyer looking for the double hat trick. Already has 5 on the night, but will slow down and try to eat up some of this clock, as they do not need to necessarily get a shot off before this quarter ends, as there's only 30 seconds remaining. As Wolf now has it, kicks it back to Keels. It's now Otzmeyer's shot too high, as that came in quick. Trying to get her 6th of the night, but it does look like Salhorn was right there for the Bearcats, as they will retain possession. Now Wolf with it back up to Keels. Keels driving in. Kicks it back to Otzmeyer. Otzmeyer to Counts. Counts down low to Shellhorn. Shellhorn's shot does not fall a little wide. And Xavier was closest to it. And the quarter time will expire in the quarter. So at the end of 3, Cincinnati 16, Xavier 7. And we'll be right back after this. Welcome back to Nippert Stadium as the fourth quarter is getting underway. Cincinnati holds a 16-7 lead over their rival Xavier, and it's been coming from the stick of Lauren Otzmeyer so far with 5 on the night, looking to go for the record of 8 that is held by Callahan, who set that last year or so. Could we see potential history here at Nippert Stadium tonight?
And only 3 more for Onsmeyer, and she's on that trajectory. Full quarter of play left. I mean, if Cincinnati keeps it cranked up, she might have a shot.
As the question then becomes, will Gina Thomas keep her out to try to go for that record, or will she bench her just to make sure she does not get injured as a star player for this Bearcat offense? As Hansel will control the draw. Said that a lot tonight. She has been outstanding in that department. So now Xavier trying to get something going, make this somewhat respectable.
And I think while we're on the topic of Ottensmeyer, I mean, we were talking about it off the air, but for shots as well, she's at 14 tonight. She holds the record for most shots in a game with 16, and actually tied her own for second with 14.
Okay. Good night for Otzmeyer all the way around. As Xavier shot, goal, and that will come from the hand of Gabby Bowman, as Xavier may be starting to crawl back in this game a bit, but still a long way to go, and it's going to be an uphill battle the rest of the night. But a good-looking shot there for the Musketeers.
You know, I'm going to say we're on record watch right now, and I think that one bodes well for us here on record watch, kind of keeping Xavier in the game, and maybe Thomas will keep Ottensmeyer out there.
Listen, I mean, it went from a 9-point deficit to an 8. You know, you got to keep your stars out there to get it back up to that 9 to 10. So, you know, maybe look for more Bearcats offensively, try to get Otzmeyer clean looks to help her get that record. I don't know if Otzmeyer is the type of player to be selfish and go for that. I don't think she is. But look for her teammates to try to help her get there.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, I got to imagine Ottensmeyer isn't thinking that she just wants to hog all these shots to go for that. She just kind of takes good shots when she can get them, and when she can take good shots, she scores. Seen it numerous times tonight. She just got a really good shot.
Seems like everything has been falling for her tonight. We've seen a couple great shots from her. 2 that should be Sports Center top 10. But here is Xavier on the attack again, as that is Mancuso, as a foul will be called on Mancuso, and she is not happy about that. But now Cincinnati is now on the attack, as that is Rich bringing it up the field.
Yeah, Mancuso is definitely frustrated. You see her kind of jogging up the field now, but definitely not been her night, really, and hasn't been the Musketeers' night.
Still talking to the ref about that call. There's a loose ball down there, as still loose, as Xavier will finally get it. And now if you're Mancuso, now you got to get back on offense and get a good look at a goal here. As that is Bowman with it, as bad pass off the stick. Still a fight for it, as the Musketeers will get it back, and that is Mancuso with it. She'll dump it off to Droney. Droney now looking to get something. Kicks it behind the net to McDonald. And the Bearcat and the Xavier trying to get a shot here. Has found a crosser shot. Save there from Darko. Ball is still loose, however. That will go off the stick of Darko, and as a point-blank look there for the Musketeers, it just could not fall. And now we have 2 balls in play, as Xavier's got to dump that extra ball off, but Mancuso has it now. Mancuso pump fake as stripped away, and a foul will be called. As a little confusion there on the Xavier side.
Yeah, and a little comedic there. I saw the ball in play over at the far side of the 10-yard line, but Darko was facing us, which is on the opposite side of the field. And I was wondering what she saw, but I didn't realize that there were two balls in play there for a second.
It's definitely been an interesting night of lacrosse tonight. You know, a lot of weird plays so far, as Mancuso will have it at the top of the arc waiting for the whistle to be blown. So yeah, I don't know if they just did not communicate that well, but clearly back in play, as a shot attempt there for Crowley, and it goes too wide, but Xavier will have it back. Now Droney with it, taking it in, kicks it back out to Mancuso, knocked away, fight for it as Simpson's in there. As Mancuso falls, as the ball is still loose, Xavier finally regains control of it, and now will slow down as Bowman has it. Just kicks it down below. Xavier looking for something here, just trying to make this somewhat close, as Mancuso cannot control it and has plenty of time to scoop it back up, as she will try to bring it in. Closely guarded by Simmons, kicks it behind the net to Droney. Droney looking, kicks it back up top. Xavier looking, driving in. Try to get a shot, could not. Finally gets back to Bowman off the post. And a lucky save there, as that was actually Crowley, but right off the post, and Cincinnati will control. Xavier comes up short yet again offensively. The Bearcats look to push here, trying to get another couple goals here to finish the night. Simpson has it now back to Callahan. Callahan scanning now behind the net. Now it's Otzmeyer with it, looking, kicks it back up top to Keith. Keith back over to Rose. Rose to Simpson. Simpson down to Callahan. Bearcats just passing around the horn, so to speak, as Callahan has it in the end zone, kicks it back out to Otzmeyer. Otzmeyer to Rose. And they will continue to pass it around as Keith now has it. Dumps it down to Callahan. Callahan looking for a cutter. Had Rose there, but Rose just did not come open, as now Keith with a shot on goal. Bounce and save there for Brandon, I believe, as pretty good looking save, as quickly back in play though, as Otzmeyer has it. Now it's back to Simpson. Keith, who just had the shot, now has it. Now it's a foul will be called. I believe Otzmeyer will be taking the free possession shot.
I think that's counts on that corner.
Okay, it is counts.
The 30s are tough to see from up here.
Definitely do not have a good angle, but Counts trying to get her second goal. Goes low and sneaks it in as the Bearcats score yet again and make it 17-8. What a good-looking shot there from Counts.
Yeah, a great-looking shot indeed, and we talked about it earlier, but Bearcats have absolutely owned the free possessions. That's their 8th free possession goal now. Half of their goals coming from free possessions. And that's just really taking advantage of everything Xavier's going to give you.
Yeah, you know, if you're Xavier, you got to, like, I know it's hard not to commit those fouls, but you got to figure out how you go about playing good defense without committing those fouls, because Cincinnati has shown that they have been able to score off of those. But Cincinnati extends their lead back up to 9.
So Cincinnati looking as well to put the most points on the board this season. They won against Robert Morris 18-4. That's the highest. That's the most they've scored all season. They're currently at 17. Still 10 minutes and 39 seconds left to go.
It's very doable here with the way this offense has been playing for the Bearcats. As a fight for the draw, as Hansel will come up with it, and now she will attack. Gets it in, and a timeout will be called with 10:30 left to play here at Cincinnati, with a commanding 17-8 lead over Xavier. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Nippert Stadium on this beautiful evening here in Cincinnati. 10:30 left to go in the game. Cincinnati currently leads 17-8 over Xavier, and it's coming once again from the stick of Lauren Otzmeyer and many others. It's not just her, but she has 5 goals tonight, going for that record of 8 and shots on goal for 16, I believe. So let's see if she can get it done in this last 10:30.
Yeah, and Cincinnati just really sticking it to their rival Xavier here, just laying it on, and clearly no intention to stop the offense anytime soon.
I mean, in a rivalry game, you got to go pedal to the metal at all times. Xavier has it. Has Droney behind the net, kicks it to Balera. Balera trying to wrap around, nothing there. Dumps it off to Hayes. Hayes back to Balera. Balera looking for a crosser, nothing comes available. Now finds one. A shot, goal there for Xavier. As Xavier cuts into this lead yet again. Can they maintain that, though? That's been the biggest question and issue tonight. They've cut it back down to 8 here, but they just for each time they score, it seems like Cincinnati then turns around and scores again. But let's see if Xavier can change that tide here.
Xavier, they're finally able to get a good look across the middle. I mean, they've struggled there mightily all night. Cincinnati's been there, but finally just finding a little bit of room and able to put one in to just kind of save face a little bit here.
Yeah, rivalry. You don't want to seem like you got smacked around, but fans that are watching this have seen that it's been a blowout. So all you box score watchers, if you see that it's only a 7-point win, just know that it's truly been a blowout so far. As a fight there off the draw, Cincinnati trying to come up with it as 2 Bearcats are there fighting for the same ball. As it's still loose, and Xavier finally gains control but loses it immediately. But a foul will be called as Balera with it. She got fouled there. And now Xavier on the attack down to Droney. Droney looking for a cutter. Tightly covered there from the Ruffa. As finally kicks it back to the top of the arc. So now it is Crowley with it. Kicks it back underneath for Droney. Droney scanning for someone. Finds Mancaso and finally buries in the back of the net as that is Crowley. She gets in the score box there as Musketeers now are within 7. So maybe some life here left for this Musketeer team.
Yeah, and Xavier really trying to want to make it a game here. A couple of really nice shots in a row there, and Crowley, good awareness to see that rebound, pick it up, and put it right back in there. And looks like Darko maybe wasn't even ready for it. Just got it right past her, and now cutting the lead down to 7.
And it was Mancuso that tried to score there, but obviously couldn't. Good backup there from Crowley, and we've seen a couple rebound goals here tonight for both sides here, so nothing new so far. As it will be Work and Hansel on the draw here. Hansel has been dominant in the draw so far this evening. And this time Work will come away with it as the Bearcats now driving, trying to extend this lead even more.
And I think that's the first time we've seen that tonight, Work getting her own draw control. We've seen Hansel do it a bunch, but now Work gets one for Cincinnati.
As now it's Otzmeyer with the ball, top of the arc, looking, kicks it to Sampson. Sampson down and counts. Counts looking, kicks it to Keith. Excuse me, that is Rose. Rose kicks it back up top. Bearcats looking for something. Nothing available as Rose can't catch it. Goes off her stick and out of bounds. As it will be a turnover, and Xavier will get the ball back here, maybe trying to make it a 6-goal game here.
Yeah, that's a tough turnover for Cincinnati. That's one of those times when you don't watch the ball come all the way into your stick. I mean, that's fundamental stuff. You're taught that all up through grade school, and just sometimes you get a little ahead of yourself and you forget the fundamentals. Just kind of bouncing off the stick there and out of bounds, giving Xavier the ball.
Xavier with it now, driving. So that is Bowman with it. She has a goal tonight. Kicks it back over. Now underneath is Droney. Droney looking, directing traffic a bit. Kicks it back out. Xavier looking, takes it in. Back down to Droney. Droney tried to wrap around, but kicks it back out. Too far there. She tried to get it to Crowley, but a foul will be called. And it looks like it will go on Alexis Rich, as Xavier will get a free possession shot here if they choose to take the shot. But it is at an awkward angle, so be very surprising to see a shot here.
Yeah, it's a tough one to sneak a goal past there, especially on a goalie's strong side.
Just waiting the whistle here. As Crowley will just take it out. Droney will just take it out and kick it back up top. Now it's Crowley with it. Now it's Bowman. Bowman looking, trying to get something back down to Droney. Droney had a cutter, but could not handle it. So now Cincinnati is on the attack, as that was Hayes that could not handle it.
Yeah, Hayes got too ahead of herself. She wanted the goal before she caught the pass, just kind of forgot to catch it. Was thinking about the goal too much and made it a turnover.
And that's what we saw Rose do on the earlier possession for the Bearcats, but now the Bearcats with it, trying to put up yet another goal, extend this lead against their rivals. As Osmeyer with it, quickly double teamed right after she caught it. Now brings it out, looking. Now be Lexi Wolf with it. So now Bearcats trying to get something going. So Callahan will bring it to the top. It has Otzmeyer shot, save. That's a good save there from Brandon. As good shot there from Otzmeyer too. So now the Bearcats scanning, trying to regroup after that shot attempt. It's Otzmeyer with it, now dumps it to Counts. Counts was trying to feed it inside, and just a steal there for Xavier. It's just an easy interception.
Yeah, it's just a lazy pass there. I mean, you kind of let your guard down, especially with a 7-point lead. You just lob one up. That's an easy knockaway by Xavier.
As now Xavier is on the attack, trying to get something going. Cut it down to 6 if they can. That is Hayes, as she was getting bumped, and a foul will be called on Cincinnati, and Xavier will be a player up.
Yeah, and it looked like nice defense by Ottensmeyer, but it looks like she got a little too aggressive, and she'll go take a seat there on the sidelines. And like you said, Xavier will be a player up.
That is huge. If you're looking at it from a Cincinnati offensive side, your top scorer is now down in the penalty area. As a timeout will be called by Xavier. 5:56 left to go here in the game. Cincinnati 17, Xavier 10. Welcome back to Nippert Stadium. 5:56 left to go in this game, and that has been dominated by the Bearcats. But Xavier showing some life here in the late stages, trying to make it a close game as they are only down 7.
Yeah, Xavier absolutely not giving up. I mean, they're still showing a lot of fight left in this game, and 7 goals, it's a lot, but it's not impossible, especially when they've won a bunch of these draw controls, and they've kind of got their offense moving just a little bit. They've strung together a couple here, so not completely out of it yet, just a little unlikely.
Cincinnati has been having issues scoring here in the fourth quarter. Xavier has been taking advantage as now Mancuso has it, and Bowman had a walk-in opportunity but could not get a clean shot off, and now throws it away. And Cincinnati will take it upfield as that is Rose with it. Rose, full head of steam, finally dumps it off up to Callahan. Callahan will slow everything down.
Yeah, and now you see Cincinnati already looking to burn time, but they're especially going to do so here as they look to get Otensmeyer back on the field, kind of burn out that penalty and just waste away the clock.
Cincinnati, as a timeout is called by Cincinnati. Interesting timeout as we just took a timeout. But 5:20 left to go. 17-10 is still your score. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Nippert Stadium. 5:20 left, coming out of a timeout. Kind of a strange timeout call there from Gina Thomas as we just came out of a timeout break. But obviously saw something that she wanted to change, and we are back. Cincinnati with it now, trying to burn off that remainder of the penalty. Get Otensmeyer back in as Lexi Wolf has it. Bearcats just passing it up top. Lexi Wolf trying to get something going. And Otensmeyer is back now, so look for the Bearcats to now attack on offense now that their top scorer is back. And immediately she gets it, but will kick it down low to Counts. Counts back to Callahan.
It'd be great to see Otensmeyer get the ball again.
Crossing had a shot on goal, but a good save there as Lennon is back in the game. And Xavier now on the attack. Almost seemed rush of a shot there as didn't really expect the Bearcats to take a shot that soon, but a foul is called on the Bearcats. And it looks like Xavier will be up a player yet again as Otensmeyer just came off of a penalty, and I don't know if it's her back or if it's someone else. It is Otensmeyer. Otensmeyer back in the penalty box after just coming out. So Cincinnati down a player yet again as it's Droney with it. Kicks it behind the net. Xavier trying to get something going. Looking to get it to Mancuso, and it's just a bad throw there and a throwaway. Cincinnati will take over. It's just a very bad pass. I don't know if she got hit while she was going to pass, but Mancuso was right up in Alexis Rich's face as soon as she came out with it. Now a bad pass for Cincinnati as the ball is just bouncing back and forth. That was Frederick with the bad throw. Both teams just need to settle down here a bit, try to get something offensively. As Droney will take it underneath the goal, looking for someone, as a foul will be called. Actually, excuse me, a timeout will be called for Xavier as trying to use up all their timeouts. So with 3:39 left, the score is still 17-10 in favor of Cincinnati. Welcome back to Nippert Stadium. 3:39 left to play in the game, coming out of a timeout break called by Xavier. And Xavier's trying to get it within 6, but slowly running out of time. They're going to have to make a move here quick, as Droney will have it underneath the goal.
Yeah, definitely going to have to make a move. They want a chance at this one. I mean, 7 goals, 3 minutes, 39 seconds. It's almost completely over at this point, but I mean, if they can score really quick, there's a shot.
Droney kicks it back out to the arc, has a crosser, and Bowman had a shot on goal but lost it. Xavier will get it back, though, as that is Ballara. It's now top the arc with Xavier has it, looking. As Bowman drives in, and a foul will be called on Cincinnati, so a free shot upcoming. Free possession for Xavier. Look for a shot here with time running out. This takes a shot and goal for Xavier, as that is Gabby Bowman with another goal here tonight, and Xavier now within 6. So maybe a comeback in the works, but as mentioned, slowly running out of time.
Well, that is what they needed in that moment. Yeah, like you said, now down to 6. You got to score pretty much like real quick off of your draws. But yeah, still a game.
As you start to get the feeling that Xavier has to win every draw from here on out to have a shot. And Hansel has been really good at draws tonight. So let's see if Work can win a couple and seal the deal for Cincinnati, as Otzmeyer is back on the field after her penalty, her second one of the game. So.
And really 2 good long possessions will just about do it for Cincinnati with that 90-second shot clock.
As Hansel wins the draw for Xavier, so this is what they need now. Now need a quick goal. That is Crawley with it. Back to Bowman, who just scored. Bowman down to Droney. Droney looking, scanning for someone, anyone, as closely guarded there. Kicks it back out. As now Bowman with it, looking in the middle, had someone open but could not handle it. And Rose was letting it go out of bounds, but Xavier will get to it. As a foul, however, will be called on Cincinnati. Droney got knocked down on the play. So now Xavier trying to score yet again. Let's see if they can do it. As Droney drives in, looking for someone to cross. No one wanted to. Kicks it back out. Takes it in. It gets a shot on goal. It goes too high, but Xavier is there, and they will have to move quick. So that was Crowley with a shot on goal, but too high. Now back out to Bowman. Bowman looking.
Xavier's doing exactly what they need to do. They just need to work a little quicker to find the shot.
As the ball is loose, finally picked up by Crowley. Back under to Droney, and seems to be wasting a good amount of time here. As makes a move, shot. Another save by Darko. Ball is still loose as Darko will pick it up, and a good save there. And now I feel like Cincinnati can just hold on to it and waste almost the whole rest of this game.
Yeah, huge there from Darko. You need to step up, make a stop, and get your team one more possession to burn out a majority of the clock. That's exactly what she does in that moment. 74 seconds on the shot clock, 1:35 on the game clock. Cincinnati can almost run this one out.
Cincinnati now driving. They will be content to hold it as now Callahan has it. And she will immediately run into the end zone. Just hold it there. There's no sense of urgency whatsoever. This Bearcats trying to hold on. Callahan closely guarded. Now runs back up to the top of the arc. Gets it to Rose. There's a foul will be... A timeout is called by Cincinnati with 1:04 left to play. 17-11. Xavier could still come back, but it's looking not likely, as I'm getting a laugh here from Colin. Yeah, I guess it's really not. 6 goals in a minute 04 is very, very tough. I don't think it's possible.
Yeah, I don't really think it's possible either, and I'm kind of questioning the timeout call here because I don't think that was really necessary. I guess maybe it's a use it or lose it timeout. Just talk things over with your team, put the finishing touches on this victory. But I think this one's pretty much out of reach at this point. 6 in a minute and 4 is just a little out of reach.
Yeah, as we did see Gina Thomas use a timeout immediately after Xavier used a timeout earlier in the game, so maybe it's just drawing up the best way to run out the rest of this clock, as 42 seconds are left on the shot clock. So once again, can basically waste away the rest of this game. But maybe they're trying to draw something up for Lauren Ottenmeyer. There it is. Forgot her last name, but try to get her somewhat closer to the record, which it seems to be more and more out of reach, as she would need 4 here in a minute 04, and well, not likely.
Yeah, either that or Cincinnati is just trying to set a precedent and set their highest scoring game this season. Only need 2 more for that, which is a little more doable in a minute and 4. Still a little unlikely, but probably just going to run the ball around and try to burn out this 42 seconds left on the shot clock and just try to get things over with here.
And it's been a good night for Cincinnati. Did get off to a big lead, but Xavier showed a fight to make it somewhat respectful here in the closing stages of the 4th. As Ottsmeyer has it, now Cincinnati will just be running around with it. Keith has it top of the arc. Keith looking closely guarded. Xavier trying to get a poke out, but nothing doing it. It's down low. Callahan shot. Goal for Callahan. Cameron Callahan scores yet again, and Cincinnati is showing their rivals what is up.
Wow, I mean, if you're drawing up a scoring play, I'm not saying that that's what happened, but if you're in that timeout drawing up a scoring play up 6 with just over a minute to go, I mean, build a statue of Gina Thomas if that's what you're doing to Xavier, because that right there, I would say, is the Cincinnati way.
I mean, it almost seems like they were, because they took the timeout, and that was actually Selhorn that got the goal, and I'm pretty sure that's a hat trick for her tonight. But that's what you kind of think. You know, you take the timeout, you come out of the timeout, you set something up, find a wide open Salhorn who puts it in the back of the net. So maybe Gina Thomas was drawing up a play to score and put the beating on.
Yeah, and put the beating on is really the only way to say that. I don't. I mean, that's pretty crazy if you're doing that.
44 seconds here as Hansel will win the draw. Maybe just looking for another goal, bring it back down to 6, but this game has been put to bed on a late score from Selhorn since as Xavier has it underneath the net. Looking in a foul will be called on Cincinnati, so free possession here for Xavier, but it will be at a tough angle to shoot it as it will be coming from the back right. This pass is now Droney. Droney find a crosser, but it is intercepted by Simpson, and Simpson just needs to clear it. And the ball is still loose, and time will run out here as Cincinnati gets a big win over the rivals, 18-11. Looking forward for Cincinnati, they will travel up to Michigan to take on CMU this Sunday, and Xavier will travel down to Durham to take on number 21st ranked Duke. You know, Cincinnati starting to build a win streak, trying to keep that going against Central Michigan.
Yeah, absolutely. And a great offensive night from Cincinnati. We've said it numerous times, but if you look at the goal scorers across the board, I mean, big nights from Ottensmeyer, Selhorn, and Simpson, all with a hat trick. Ottensmeyer leading all of the scorers with 5 and leading with the shots with 14, which is a huge number. But overall, I mean, Cincinnati just really showed their dominance on the offensive side of the ball and stepped up on defense when it counted.
Yeah, I know. Can't say enough how well Ottensmeyer performed tonight. And, you know, in order for this Cincinnati team to take it to the next level, they will need her to continue to play this well. And that will wrap things up as the Bearcats get a big win over their rivals.